Can we get back to Xi? Is that all right with everybody? So, Anja, I want to start with you. If you went back a month or so and talked about a summit like this, you'd say it was all about trade, all about commerce. Has Kim Jongun, the head of North Korea, essentially hijacked this summit?
Yeah, he hasn't hijacked the summit, but he's certainly going to cast a big shadow over it. I anticipate the conversations will be about trade, they will be about North Korea, they will be about the South China Sea. And the problem with North Korea is this used to be a problem for Asia. Now, as he's developing longer range missiles, getting closer to a real nuclear program, this is becoming a real problem directly for the United States. So I think behind the scenes, you'll have some really tough talk on North Korea about what the United States might do unilaterally if China can't help. But publicly, I hope we have a smooth face for this summit. That's very important.
You've been part of the process of preparing for these sorts of negotiations around the globe. Is the Trump administration ready for this? I mean, they've only been in office a short period of time. They have a lot of open positions, and it takes a lot of preparation. We know that President Xi's ready. Is President Trump?
I think he is. He has a very strong national security team at the senior levels, and this isn't a traditional summit where you would prepare months in advance to have deliverables that would be announced. This is a get-to-know-you summit, and I think that's incredibly important. You know, foreign leaders should come early, come often, get to know President Trump, and learn how to work with him and his team, and think that is very important.
Can President Trump really agree to no trade war? Doesn't he have to keep all his options on the table, given his positions in the past? If he were to say no trade war, it would be perceived by his base politically in this country that he'd back down.
That's absolutely right. I don't think he can say no trade war publicly. I think you'll see a lot from what statements come out at the end of this summit. Most likely it'll be anodyne, positive, not very much. That's what the Chinese need. You know, their National Party Congress is coming up this fall. They can't have a big blow up with the United States. President Trump badly needs a win, so both sides want this to go smoothly. So I think the best you can expect is that behind the scenes, folks will establish the structure for the strategic economic dialogue. And that's very important. Who's going to lead it? Most likely it'll be Wilbur Ross from our side. Who's going to lead it from the Chinese side? Hopefully it'll be Liu He, who has the president's ear. But I think you can expect very little in the way of big announcements.